I spent my life traveling since I was 12 years old. Tours and planes and buses and cars preparing for that next event, that next day.
At the roundabout, take the third exit onto Esplanade Hillier.
Absolutely eating this up, celebrating in style. Crowd's going wild down here, huge float rooftop, and he rides out of it, ladies and gentlemen. The boys are going mad, the crowd's going mad.
Mad, bro. For the most part, how this trip came about, I mean, I haven't been home for a winter in 13 years. I've started my career here. It's the waves, it's the places that have molded me into the person that I am today. I was thinking about just kind of striking a mission up the coast.
Oh, that sounds epic.
Big to have you along for the ride.
Yeah, no, I've been locked down for the last 50 days and let's link up and go surfing.
3 a.m. lying on your floor. It hurts so good. I want some more. I feel the pain. Leave my head. Some things are better left unsaid.
Jordy Smith, victory here, Phil.
I have a long history of shaping. I was very fortunate to be doing a little bit of work with Max REDBULL. He's a legend from back in the 60s, you know.
My dad's old boards. I think this is around 1970 something, 1982, somewhere around there.
It's been amazing having Jordy back at home to be able to develop a few new models and designs.
Obviously, like the whole situation of the whole world right now, Jordy not competing on the World Tour this year, and myself obviously not traveling at all this year. So for both of us, it was just like a great opportunity to be home for winter, which is the best time of year.
I mean, we're gonna go down pretty much the whole coast now, so yeah, so that's what I know.
You know, from Durban to Cape Town and traveling throughout South Africa. For me to be able to come and experience that, I don't think could have come at a better time.
Yeah, we pretty much met up in Durban, sorted out our quivers for the trip.
I guess the nice thing about this one, or this twin fin, is like just having that round tail, you know, especially for all the point breaks here in South Africa.
Continuous flow. You learn every day there's something new with shaping. And that's what's the beauty about shaping, and what's so exciting about it is that every year or every generation that comes through, there's always something new developing, you know, and it's a lot of air game, a lot of hacks or whatever, barrel riding. There's a model for every location, for every type of wave.
This is the one I'm most excited about. This thing looks sick. I just want to get this in some really fun down-the-line waves and, I don't know, take a leaf out of your book, I think. A couple notes.
Oh, I'm excited to see it.
Mikey, as far as his style goes, I mean, it's just really effortless. It's easy on the eye. It's very pleasing to watch. I think he's just like an old soul as far as a surfer goes, you know? It'll be fun.
Had a good quiver there.
I know. All the gear and no ideas.
I think Mikey's always had that freestyle approach. It's embedded in you, you know? Jordy on the one end, more high performance, and Mikey on the other end, more retro-y, styly, hipster.
I think it's great to have the yin and yang, to be a part of the same trip, to kind of feed off each other in different ways. It's really something special and something I'm thankful for.
Oh my God.
What is that, oil?
Yep. Grease. Oh, what a grease.
What's going wrong there, George?
And I reckon I just stood in fucking dog shit.
No.
Oh my God. Look at this, I just stood in that freaking doo-doo. Oh. Good luck, they say. Fucking bullshit, I say.
I don't know what to do, yeah.
That's about it.
There's nothing more exciting than a surf trip. Got on our way and first stop the South Coast.
Jeez, Mark, I don't think we've actually ever done a trip together.
I know.
I don't think we could have chosen a better time.
It's been nice for you to get some time back home for a change.
I've finally got the chance to be able to have a winter, and I won't get this break until my career's over. I mean, the last time that I did a trip having mid-lengths, fishes, basically all the tools in the shed was never. For me, it's a first, and I'm like so keen on picking your brain and seeing how you do it, because that can definitely add value to my life and to my surfing.
Oh, I know for sure.
Yeah, I'm super excited to hit the South Coast, experience what I've heard so much about. You know, I've always grown up in Durban.
Yeah.
It's just raw too, like you're not too sure what you're gonna get. Just that chase is kind of what makes it.
Have to make the most of it.
Absolutely. It's looking pretty fun. I mean, for the first day, it's running from top of the point to the bottom, and there's not a soul out, so I'm excited.
How's that board feeling?
Oh, I think it was so fun. For what the waves were. Nice little wave to finish. Yeah, the differences of the South Coast compared to Durban is just, I mean, Durban's obviously this city, all these huge high-rises. The South Coast is just so raw and kind of left in its natural habitat almost. Sugarcane fields, beautiful setups as far as landscapes go, and some of the best waves in the world, I believe.
I grew up in Durban, and I was fortunate enough to start surfing the South Coast at like 12 years old. The dynamic of the South Coast and the whole coast up through the Transkei, J Bay, we just get so much waves, and when the banks are right, it's just heaven.
I mean, the coastline is just point break after point break. Fewer people, like small, like fishing towns. So it's a beautiful place, yeah.
You can be surfing and next you see a pod of dolphins, then you look out, you see whales, the abundance of sea life is just, there's nowhere in the world that's got that dynamic with waves, and you can go to Indonesia, you can go any trips, and we have the best waves right on our doorstep. We're all blessed to be surfing in South Africa. I mean, I watched Jordy grow up, so it's been really, really cool to have him back here. It's been good for his mindset, and I think, you know, for future world titles, this is probably good for him. I think Mikey feeds off Jordy, and, you know, Jordy is like he's competitive, and he's like in the morning, he's up in the dark.
It's 3:45 in the morning, and we're trying to build up some personality. We're out.
See anything?
Like, see, it's getting light already. We should be flipping walking down the beach. Population of people living in Mthatha, South Africa.
Here's what I found. 210,783 people.
So we've been driving for like 6 hours coming through Mthatha right now, but we just got to get through, and then as soon as we're through, we hit the gravel road and into the car.
I heard rumors of you getting your best barrel of life.
It definitely wasn't until that point. All 3 feet of it, but a friend of ours told me that he was paddling out, and he told me that you could have fitted a bus in there. And at 12, 13 years old, I was running with that. Came home to tell all my friends.
You're stuck with the story.
Yeah. One of the best things about the Transkei is that you can't just fly in and get it. So you've got to be able to kind of prep everything and make your mission, and kind of hopefully you get it. We're in a Transkei traffic jam. I'm in tweak mode because I really want to get there. Well, not a lot of people pass through here. When you kind of do, the locals really open up their arms to you. They've got the biggest smiles on your faces. They're really happy to see you. How's it going? I reckon that's even one of my old boards.
I had one of your old boards.
No way.
Yes.
That's insane. I'm going down to the point.
No, I come from Landile. It was just beautiful.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Insane.
100 dolphins under you.
Wow. Amazing. Well, I hope to see you out there. See you, brother.
We went past it.
Did we? Mark?
Sorry about that.
There's some bad co-drivers.
And you used to have to make a quick U-turn here.
Mark's sent me down the wrong way, yeah? Now we're trying to reverse this thing. That's her in all her glory right there. There's not many better setups in the world, honestly. It's definitely a little hard, but let's try and get there. Finally made it. 8 hours of traveling, but so psyched to be here. I mean, as far as today goes, today was like 1.612, and it looked pretty nice and lined up, and tomorrow is going to be 1.6, 1.7 at 14:15. So potential, a little bit more energy, and a lower tide.
I think it's going to be good, eh?
There's the pig. It's a glorious morning. You know, it's beautiful being here in the Transkei because there's such vast landscapes and such big open areas that it makes you feel very free. Oh, wow. There we go. There we go. Hold on, yeah? There we go. We're gonna go. Okay. What do you think, boys? Everyone's on here. Holding tight. I'm actually stoked to have these boys on the side here, holding us on the good side of the mountain. Unbelievable setup. That setup is just mind-blowing. And we've still got 3 hours before low tide. Let me take this thing. Well, this is a new part of the car for me. I've only been to one section of it, and there's miles and miles of coastline that are so untouched. So just to kind of come here now made me thinking, what was I doing all along? Where have I been? When I travel for the tour, your mindset stays in this sort of competitive nature the entire year, and it has for possibly the last 13 to 15 years. And you never really leave that zone. And now this year, with everything that's happened, it's allowed me to kind of break away from that and just really relax. And that's really been refreshing for me and something different. And I'm kind of enjoying it. wasn't much more we could have asked for, really. You know, to be able to show up on these big headlands, kind of overlooking this point, beautiful crystal clear water, dolphins swimming through the lineup, and yeah, then just this perfect 3 to 4 feet little running wave coming down the point was something I haven't seen in a long time, especially when it's uncrowded. And for myself and Mikey to be able to have that all to ourselves for a few hours was really something special and something that I'll remember forever. As far as days go, I think we had a pretty good one. But I'm pretty excited to kind of see what lies ahead. Kind of get going, get on the road, maybe get to J-Bay. Hopefully we get a little bit of a swell, and hopefully we score.
The last couple of days have been pretty epic. Yeah, I arrived in the Transkei, which, yeah, to me is just such a different and unique part of South Africa. The people are super friendly, the landscapes are just beautiful.
Yeah, so we've kind of showed up to the beach, and the waves are really small, so we're just going to kind of take the kids down on the beach and go on a longboard and see if they can have a bit of fun.
Seeing Jordy, he's like one of the world's best surfers. Everyone knows it. But now coming to the Transkei and seeing, you know, no one around, it was pretty cool to just see him surfing for himself and just enjoying it for what it is.
Oh, the drums are frothing. As soon as the one kid did it, they all just jumped on board. Literally.
No, it's pretty special hanging out with the local kids. We saw them swimming yesterday, but the waves are flat today, so it's nice to take them out on the soft pier. They're just having so much fun, so it's pretty epic to see that.
Yeah, I think what's so significant about Jeffreys Bay is just the fact that it's, I don't know, it's just, if you think about South Africa's surfing history, you know, this is kind of the pinnacle of it, you know? You can ask anyone around the world and they know where Super Tubes is.
Me being here this time of year, it's a must. You know, whether there's an event or not, it's something that I feel like a place I need to be at least once a year.
Yeah, we arrived from the Transkei, I think 2 days ago. Yesterday, we kind of spent the day just waiting for the swell to sort of pick up and saw a little bit of signs, but got a little bit nervous. But when we woke up this morning, we, you know, woke up to some really fun waves.
Yeah, it's our first morning here at J-Bay. Looks pretty fun. It's like 3 to 4 feet maybe. A little choppy, but a couple of opportunities. Today I'm going to surf with Mark and I'm going to surf with Dale. It's been really cool to be able to have Dale on our trip. You know, he's obviously been our ski driver for most of the part. Definitely in the back of my mind, I knew once we hit the Jeffreys Bay location, he's one of the best out there. I just know that he can match it with the best in the world when the waves are on, and yeah, I have a lot of respect for Dale.
From him, this is his version of the barrel. This is why this kid won the trials out here. Amazing surfing from Dale. Jaws off the bottom. Just hooking into that top turn. Driving again. Has he got another barrel for us? Yes, he does.
All of a sudden come around the corner and lay it down, Big Ben.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's just in the lip. That was some serious rail surfing there from Dale Staples, just cruising along.
far as my connection goes with Jeffreys Bay, it goes pretty deep, you know. I remember coming here for the very first time, 6, 7 years old, and kind of looking out along this point and just seeing these incredibly long right-hand waves that I'd never really seen before. I grew up in Durban, and that was a lot of beach break sort of conditions, and then to be able to come and see rocks and, you know, a long wave was pretty intimidating. It was in that moment that my mindset shifted, and I wanted to be one of the better surfers at J Bay, period.
Riding in the whip that I found, we in the back streets, running from the blue lights, blowing past the cameras, trying to find an angle we can hang with that'll help us disappear. Bars getting near too, cutting out the frame, kill the lights and disappear into the maze. Circus getting closer when they think we can't hide, off into the sticks and we're impossible to find.
Will there be another wave? Clock still ticking, 20 seconds remaining. A 7.61 still required of Mick Fanning.
$75,000 on the line for a win here, and the time is going to run out. It's not enough. Jordy Smith is your 2011 Billabong Pro Jeffreys Bay champion.
The brakes and watch two pigs fly. Slow down time, kid. Off into the whip, keep driving. Off into the nighttime riding. Bet you with the keys when the sun starts rising.
Winning in 2010 and 2011 really meant a lot to me. You know, there's so much history that comes with Jeffreys Bay. Getting the first win at J Bay was a feeling that I'll never ever forget. I remember paddling out of that final just going, this is my opportunity to really achieve what I've been after for all my life up until that point. I just remember kind of feeling very relaxed, and I think winning in front of your friends and family and everybody that you've grown up in front of your whole life didn't just feel like I won, it felt like everybody won. You know, that day felt like the whole of South Africa won. It felt like my family won, my friends won. It felt like everybody was a part of it. And there hadn't been a win from a South African surfer on an international stage for, I want to say, like 30 years, you know. I'm going to give one last check at J Bay. There's a lot of weather, so hoping there's a couple of the waves, but if not, we're going to head down the coast and try and get something on the way. Yeah, it looks a little small for our liking, but the conditions are so clean. I really wish we had these conditions yesterday. But nevertheless, we're going to push on and try and find something up the coast. And I don't know, you never know, you might just find something a little luck. So yeah, we've been on the road for a little bit. We're going to be running into Flat, and yeah, the storm's definitely come in, so hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, hopefully there'll be a couple little waves. Yeah, it's for Boogie when he's lying down, but I don't know, let's take a walk. Maybe check it out. Check it out front on.
Oh my god!
Oh my wedge!
Did you see that?
That thing was draining, eh? That thing.
Oh my god!
Was that proper?
Oh my!
Oh my!
It's bigger, eh?
Hey Paul, you're gonna get a cover. Josh, you might get covered.
I'm out there.
You're gonna need to ski out there in a little bit.
Myself and Jordy had a lot of fun. I mean, it was kind of funny when we got down there. It's like below waist high, and we're literally like screaming and running down the beach.
We were on soft tops and bodyboards and kind of just catching these small little waves, and there was only 2 other little kids out. Something to kind of just remind yourself that you're still young at heart and having a lot of fun doing it. Since we've left J Bay, we've kind of realized that we're kind of on the back end of our trip. We've still got a lot to do and want to make the most out of the waves and the places that we go.
Probably the most exciting part of the drive is this, especially when you're coming from Cape Town. It's like one of the first places where you can actually see the ocean.
Yeah.
And you get all excited. You're like, finally. Yeah, you always, when you drive past here, you're kind of looking at all the little setups, the little banks. Once when I went past here, I just saw the wave, like perfect timing as we drive past, and it's just this huge shark just...
No way.
Yeah. Cruising through the wave.
Yeah, so here we are, driving to Vic Bay. And I think the waves are going to be pretty fun.
I mean, as soon as we got there, just have so many fond memories of competing here. When you were younger, it was pretty much like the trestles of competing for us. You know, when you're out there, kind of picture, you know, those days that you used to compete there. So it's cool to kind of experience that.
Oh!
Hey, how's it, man? Oh, good, man.
How are you?
Awesome. Nice to see you, Mikey.
I don't think I've been here since I was like 15.
Hey, let's do it. Let's go get our boards.
Well, if I could sum up Sean Holmes, I mean, he's been one of the most incredible surfers all around from our country in a very long time. He surfs with a lot of style and a lot of power.
I used to obviously see him, you know, all those amazing sort of iconic contests like, you know, J-Bay and, you know, surfing so well against like guys like Andy and Kelly and pretty much being their biggest rivals.
For me, it was just obviously a great privilege to be able to have that opportunity. I was fortunate enough to do it, you know, okay in a couple of heats.
Super humble, but when he's in the water, he absolutely ripped.
I think if I could describe the wilderness and kind of the Vic Bay stretch of coastline, it's just raw and beautiful. Some of the landscapes and the headlands are just some of the most beautiful headlands that I've ever seen.
I mean, this part of the Garden Route is just so scenic and beautiful, and obviously some really fun setups too.
You know, I've traveled a lot, and the gold's right underneath our nose.
Jeez, I didn't really know what to expect. It was kind of just a lot of bush kind of everywhere. And all of a sudden it was just this reveal of the wave. I don't know, I just started tweaking.
I thought it would be nice to take the guys to go to a place that I used to surf a lot when I was a kid, and that was Gericus Point. So we did a great walk, beautiful light in the morning, and it was just, you know, awesome walking with Mikey and Jordy and catching up on, you know, what they've been up to.
We walked quite far to be able to get to the wave that we wanted to go. But once we got there, it was just this perfect, fun little right-hander, nobody out. Those are kind of rare moments you get these days, you know, and I like to take full advantage of them. I know someday you have a beautiful life. I know you'll be so. Bro, this is the crema. This is the crema. Mark's not looking too keen. Yeah, I think you should pedal out, bro.
We had this discussion the other night with Jordy where he was saying that it feels like he's in one continuous contest. And he's going to many events, but for him it feels like it's just one event. You know, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of focus. Being able to step back and withdraw yourself from that, it almost sort of takes you back to those days when you were a kid and you just enjoyed surfing for the sake of the pure stoke of just doing it.
Kind of more about the journey, as cheesy as that sounds.
That's the part of adventure, you know. Sometimes adventure is just all those in-between moments.
You know, whether you get waves or not, it kind of makes it all worth it and super enjoyable.
I can feel your eyes digging holes through the back of my skull. No reason to hide when everybody is going to hell. I don't believe you're shy.
You know, once myself and Mike had pretty much left the wilderness, we headed back to Cape Town, and it was such an amazing feeling just to be able to spend one night at home. You know, after such a long trip, you can be pretty surfed out. You know, every single location, you kind of stopping, surfing your brains out, getting back into the car, repacking up everything, and then getting back on the road, missioning to the next spot. And then once we got back to Cape Town, back home, we had a night's rest, and sure enough, the next morning, there was a swell. The winds looked good, the swell looked like pretty decent, and we thought we could potentially get one last surf at the hook.
Just gonna meet up with Mark, and obviously he's a local in this area, so he's grown up here and around here his whole life. So he's very experienced as far as knowing where to surf and when to surf.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome growing up in Cape Town. I mean, there's just so many different types of waves, and You know, it doesn't really matter what wind blows on any day because you can, you know, if you're willing to drive, you can find somewhere where it's good. It's such a diverse place and just full of different waves, different people, different cultures, and yeah, it's just a special place.
Look at him. Howdy, sir.
How's it going?
Hey, bro.
Good, thanks.
It's blowing the muscles off the rocks today. I'll tell you that for free. The wind is gale force mode. The water's about 10, and it's about 3 foot. So it is offshore, and the tide's low. So we might get 1 or 2 waves, but it's just the elements are harsh here. So we've just had our last surf together with myself and Mark, and she's been such a trip. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of stop by and say thanks. Thanks very much for the last few weeks.
Yeah, it was really nice to be able to, you know, be able to surf all along the coast, all the way from Durban all the way down to Cape Town. Even though we've been to these places many times before, we kind of got a refreshing perspective, and we got good waves, and we had a super fun time.
But on another note, I just wanted to say thanks. Thanks, Mark. Thanks so much for everything. Let's try to do it again soon. Yeah. You know, the West Coast is so much different than the city life in Cape Town. It's so congested, and then you come down here west, and it's really kind of one small horse town and tons of coastline that's pretty much untouched and unsurfed. So for me as a surfer, to be able to come down here and experience that with no one around and with no expectations, it just really means a lot. I think the more I free surf and the more I score those really good days, the more I grow and I fall more in love with surfing. You know, I often think to myself that that's impossible, but I do.
I just continue to get that excitement where you're just chomping at the bit to be able to get on that next swell, to be able to drive all hours of the night, to be able to get anywhere you can go, just for that single wave, you know. It's the greatest high ever.
Don't really know the rhythm.